Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Tropical NHL back at it again for a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about the Montreal Canadiens D2023 NHL entry draft and a particular prospect that might be the most controversial prospect in the last decade in Matvei Michkov. So we got some info surrounding the Habs and Matvei Michkov. Apparently the Habs are higher than we thought on Matvei Michkov, and there's a possibility that they might draft him. A complete opposite on the info we got at the start of the week that apparently the Habs were not into Matvei Michkov. So we're going to be looking into this in details, but before getting into that, I invite you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get the 4K subscribers before the draft. We're less than 100 subscribers away from getting that objective, and I'm going to do multiple videos on the draft until draft day, and I'm going to do a 12-hour long live stream on draft day. So if you don't want to miss that live stream and all the videos I'm going to be making until then, I strongly suggest you to subscribe and turn on post notifications. As well as the like button. Can we reach 150 likes on this video? That would be absolutely amazing. By the way, if you want to argue and have some nice conversation with other NHL and Habs fans, I strongly suggest you to join the Discord. The link is in the description. I'm going to be interviewing some people on the Discord on the live stream on draft day. So if you want to be a part of this, join the Discord. The link is in the description. So yes, we got some new info surrounding Matvei Michkov. First thing first, we got this tweet this morning coming from Renaud Lavoie. Matvei Michkov plans to be at the NHL draft in Nashville, according to multiple sources. It will be interesting to see if this will help his rank selection. So yeah, like you guys all know it, he was not a part of the scouting combine that was happening at the start of the week and last week. So a lot of people thought that he weren't going to be in Nashville for the draft, but apparently he is going to be there. By Renaud Lavoie, he said multiple sources confirmed that statement. Matvei Michkov is most likely going to be present on draft day in Nashville. So it could change a lot of things for other GMs. That means that Matvei Michkov is able to go where he wants freely. This shows that he has some interest in the future to play in the NHL in North America. So yes, having him on draft day at Nashville on the draft stage would 100% help him in his draft ranking. I think that if he wouldn't have been there, teams would have hesitated a lot more on selecting him. But since he's going to be there, it changes a lot of things. A couple of hours after, we got another information surrounding Matvei Michkov and the Montreal Canadiens this time. We got multiple rumors reported over the last couple of days surrounding Adam Fantilli, surrounding Will Smith. Apparently, the Canadiens are trying aggressively to trade up in the rankings of the draft. We made 2 videos talking about this. If you haven't watched them, I invite you guys to go watch it. It's on the channel. But yes, another news came out this morning, and it is a big one. Draft update: the Canadiens are doing serious due diligence on Smith, Michkov, and Zach Betson. If Michkov is available, they would be very interested. And it's via a source, Incarcerated Bob. And yes, apparently the Montreal Canadiens are doing their due diligence for 3 players. Will Smith, we already knew it. I mean, Kent Hughes coached the kid not even 2 years ago. He knows him really well. He knows his family. So it's just fair that he wants him on the team. I mean, he knows him and he loves him. You could see it at the scouting combine. He had stars in his eyes when he was talking about Will Smith. As for Zach Benson, I think it's the first time I even hear his name linked to the Montreal Canadiens, and it is interesting. I mean, Zachary Benson is a heck of a hockey player. He's going to have an amazing career in the NHL. He is a pure talented player. He is good defensively, good offensively. He is a great winger, and he has everything he needs to be an absolutely amazing NHL player in the next 2 seasons. Often compared to guys like Mitch Marner, Braden Point, he has an absolutely amazing ceiling in the NHL. And if the Montreal Canadiens would decide to take him on their team, they would have 100% a great player. I mean, outside the top 5, he is the most talented and the most gifted player in my opinion. On my power ranking, he is listed at 6th overall. I mean, for me, he is the 6th best talent in this draft behind Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson, Smith, and Michkov. And hearing that the Canadiens are interested in him makes me really happy. And as for Matvei Michkov, it was reported at the start of the week that apparently the Canadiens were not too high on him. Apparently the Canadiens were seeing too many red flags on Michkov to take him over. Apparently now coming from Anchor incarcerated Bob. The Canadiens are really high on Michkov, and they would be very interested into selecting him if he's available at 5. But who is this guy, incarcerated Bob? Is he reliable? The Habs Fan TV boys tweeted out this before anyone says anything. Incarcerated Bob had correctly reported that St. Louis would be the Habs head coach before anyone did. So yes, incarcerated Bob, I remember it on the day that Dominique Duchamp got fired. He said like 2 or 3 hours before it happened that Martin St. Louis was going to be named coach of the Canadiens. And everybody told him that he was crazy, that it wouldn't make any sense to name Martin St. Louis head coach of the Habs because he was a pee-wee coach at that moment that people were calling him crazy. At the end of the day, he was the only one who got it right. Martin St. Louis got named coach of the Montreal Canadiens. Also remember that he predicted a couple of days before it happened that Tyler Toffoli was gonna sign with the Montreal Canadiens back in 2021. So incarcerated Bob doesn't talk often. He doesn't go out there and say stuff like that usually, but when he says something, most of the time it's pretty reliable, and he is really accurate on his predictions and his informations. He said that the Canadiens are interested in Michkov. He said that they're doing their due diligence with Benson, Michkov, and Smith, but does that mean that the Habs will take Michkov? I have absolutely no idea. Here's the original tweet. These last 2 weeks, Habs are doing serious due diligence on 3 prospects. Will Smith, Michkov, and Zach Benson seem like these are the 3 they are extremely focused on. But yes, does that mean that they're going to take Michkov? Does that mean that they're going to take Benson? Does that mean that they're going to make a trade happen to draft Will Smith? A lot of things are possible, but it's some great news for the people that wanted the Habs to select Michkov. There's still 2 weeks left before the draft. Things still have a lot of time to change. Like I said, at the start of the week, we were getting some informations that the Habs were unlikely to take Michkov, and at the moment, it's the complete opposite. We might start next week with the information that the Habs want to draft Reinbacher. Oh yes, it's really fun and really interesting to see all the rumors and all the information popping out on Twitter. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me at Tropical NHL. Even though I still think that it is unlikely for the Canadiens to take Michkov, I would be very happy if they did. I mean, he has the best point production for a draft here in the KHL at 17, so it's Alexander Ovechkin. I mean, he is playing in the second best league in the world in the KHL at 17 with men's, and he got 20 points in 27 games, man. This is really impressive. But yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this information. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, share, leave a comment, do anything as you want. Join up the Discord. The link is in the description. And I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.